Lights are green. Green flag is out. And Nick Pericles leads them to the green flag. Alexander Rowe has made the move for the lead as we were off camera. And now, Scott's going for the move for Team Flame Racing, but no, Nick Pericles is going to keep the spot. So this would be Tyler Avery and Dan Server. Dion Scott would also have a problem on the outside. And a blowover for Dan Server. That is definitely a dire situation. And the car would stall. He stalls the car. People are trying to get around him. Did he get hit? And if so, where did he get hit? It doesn't look like he got hit anywhere. Because he still sits. He's on the track. Oh, Torres! Torres would hit him. That would be the end of the day. End of the day for both of them. Bad look for them. Sebastian Torres yet again another pretty bad finish by Aiden Shepard. One driver we expected to do good. To hold his own. Pericles goes wide! Pericles! And that's it for Pericles' day! And it seems Vincent's gaining on Lorenzo Log. So he's gained about probably about 3/4 a second, as that gap got really small between Vincent and Lorenzo Log, but it seems that Vincent made a slight mistake, and now it's been stretched out to a second once again. Leading this race with only a few laps to go. This wasn't that long of a race, but Lorenz, it must have felt like a long time for him. 3 laps to go for Lorenzo Log, and he will have won here at Lime Rock Park and take the points lead. Lorenzo Log has a second over Vincent. Vincent would need to gain half a second a lap to catch, and he would still have to get past. But we're coming to the white flag. Lorenz cannot make it! He threw it away! That's a shocker! Through the last corner, and Adam Vincent is going to take away a win with Lime Rock Park and the points lead. What a finish! Adam Vincent was able to stretch it out. Fitzwater's going to gain second. That's going to give Fitzwater Australia Racing. And that was last season, where we saw Adam Vincent go to victory lane here at Lime Rock Park. Welcome everybody to round 2 of the Sunoco Elite Series. A beautiful, beautiful day here at Lime Rock Park for hopefully another exciting one, which should be fun here today. Lime Rock Park, definitely one of my favorites out here because it's a lot different. Usually the runoff areas are a lot of grass, and it is here too, but a lot of it is also trees, which can come into play extensively. It came into play last season with Nick Pericles going out, losing control, trying to avoid the trees, went into a guardrail. That wasn't good for him. But on the pole today, William Brock becomes one of the biggest threats out here, takes the pole alongside Scott Roush in the Rank B Team Flame car. On row 2, his teammate John Art took 3rd, so Team Flame took 2 of the podium. Alongside Paul Jackson, fastest man in Toggering, now starting 4th here at Lime Rock Park, hoping to get a win. In row 3, we have Lorenzo Log, who almost won here last season before he had to give it up on the final lap due to running out of fuel, alongside Vance Caldwell, 4th in points after last season. Then a huge story. Rank C's Benoit Laver-Irvine comes out and pulls a 7th in qualifying, shocking everyone. The Rank C ride with that Honda, the Hondas have amazing downforce and it highly shows. They are on the 4th row with Benoit Laver-Irvine alongside Eugene DeMax, the only rookie on CJ Racing, the only man who wasn't on CJ Racing last season, making his team proud. On row 5, we have reigning champion James Constantine, got 2nd last race and it made his team proud, shows he's the reigning champion, alongside Max Anderson. Last race's winner, Roman Rahal, had a really sketchy spin in qualifying, was able to barely save it, but that costed him a lot because it's only 2 laps you get out here. We also see some clever Haas back here who also had some qualifying troubles in the Chevy, or in the whatever. Sorry, just got that mixed up a little bit. William Brock is going to lead them to the green flag here at Lime Rock Park. We expect this to be a great race. Reigning Lime Rock Park champion. You can see him back there on the outside line, right ahead of Trek Tauger, who's another story, another Trailblazer. Close as Sean Angel, another Trailblazer. The Trailblazer cars are fast today. Coming to the green flag. Green flag is out here at Lime Rock Park. Brock gets a really good jump as he gets around turn 1 clean, everyone out of his vision. What is that Trailblazer car going to do? Benoit has been shown to be one of the most aggressive people out here. And we'll see, will that come through here? Will he be really aggressive? He's still side by side with Caldwell, but he's going to pass him. Benoit Vervine is moving up. He could be a huge story at the end of the day if he's able to get this win. That would shock the field. Benoit Vervine on the back of Paul Jackson. And Scott Roush having troubles. Roush started second. He's now in 4th, battling for it. And Paul Jackson is there looking to get it. The problem with... Oh! I saw a wreck in the back. No cautions in this race. We'll check that out in a minute. But the problem here for Trailblazers is that there's a few straightaways. They don't go good on straightaways. Oh, this is chaos. Paulson's in the pits. Dodd! A lot of damage for Chris Dodd. What happened there? Seems there was 2 separate incidents. One of the people, Cordell Paulson, was starting and having a good day, got hit. I don't know who hit him. We'll have to go back and check. Give us just a sec. Alright, so he clipped Zach Smith, and Smith would push him off the track. That's the first incident. But Dodd was hit by his teammate Pericles, then was nailed by what looks to be Pinocchio Young. Pinocchio Young's engine would blow, and his season is not looking good. Pinocchio Young smacked Chris Dodd, and we also saw someone else. That's Torres. Went off track. Epic Motorsports, that's going to take a chunk out of their points. That was a crazy first 2 laps, but that's what it always is here at Lime Rock Park. That's what we love, is that the chaos at the beginning is awesome. Constantin looking on Benoit Vervine. Can he use the downforce of that car somewhere? But that Toyota's just got that straight line speed like no one else. And he's just going to escape. To max the Chevy power. Something is not right with Benoit. He is not as fast as we predicted in that Honda. But his teammate... Oh! Carson! Carson Bowers in the guardrail, exactly how Pericles did it last season. It looks like Annie Thomas blew her engine as well. Carson. Oh, that was a hard hit into the guardrail. We expected chaos, but we didn't expect this much. As Vincent, last season's winner here, fighting with Gerard Aron, not only fighting with Gerard Aron, but now he has to fight with Benoit Vervine, his teammate. Oh! And there's the aggressiveness of Benoit. He doesn't want to give up these positions. There's Dodd finally making to the pits. Benoit is not happy after losing that position, and I don't think he's done with Vincent. Surprisingly, he was one of the better super speedway guys out here last season, and now he's one of the better road course guys out here. With that Honda, he trained off-season to get better on a road course, and we'll see how that works out. Oh, Vincent runs wide, and that Chevy power can't outrun as well as like a Toyota or a Dodge down the straightaway, so Benoit's going to get that spot easily. Not only that, but here comes Gerardo Ron, his teammate. for the same spot on Vincent. You can also see back here, Tauger and Angel are together in 14th and 15th and 16th, I apologize. That means all 4 Trailblazer cars are in the top 16. Benoit goes wide! Oh, he misses, nailing that guardrail just barely, and he saves the car. Amazing save by the Frenchman. Oh, and Vincent's having troubles. That got really scary for a second for Trailblazer. That could have ended horribly. But we still have Gerard Aron, who just cracked the top 10. There's a lot of fighting up here. You don't want to see a lot of fighting because fighting can go wrong. It can go downhill really fast. But out front is still William Brock leading over John Arndt and Lorenzo Log. John Arndt got 1 top 10 last season, I believe, and was not one of the top guys by a long shot. But John Arndt showing his stuff out here. He is 2nd place, chasing after 2nd in points after last season, 2nd place of season 1. William Brock, and being chased by Paris, last season's winner. At Paris, Lorenzo Log, who almost won here last season, and he's trying to get that win this time. Caldwell, Constantin, 2 Epic Motorsports cars there. To Max, Paul Jackson, Johan Arndt. Oh, and look at that. Lots of Collins is digging his way through the pack. Gerard, oh my! How did Benoit catch back up? And they got Tauger there too. If they can get Angel in this, they could have a Trailblazer train. But Benoit fighting with his teammate. You don't want to fight with your teammate after what happened with Dodd and Pericles. But Collins is showing that he's fast. He's always been one of the fastest guys out here. He's had some bad luck through season 1, but he is definitely one of the fastest guys out here when it comes to just experience and speed overall. Collins is one of the fastest men out here, and I am amazed that these Trailblazer cars are training up like this. Benoit still challenging Gerard Aron. He wants the 12th position. He wants to go after Vincent again. Oh, there goes Paul Jackson! Did he nail the guardrail? No. Okay, so Paul Jackson will be able to rejoin the track. Oh, but he nails Tauger! Tauger's around! Oh, Tauger's around. Jackson's around. That just ruined Trek Tauger's race. He had a nice race going, 13th at the time. Paul Jackson was 6th at the time. And now they have gone around. Alexander Rowe is having an atrocious day in 24th. Compared to his teammates, along with Karenko, compared to their teammates, they are just underperforming. But right now, even though Tauger crashed out right now, the story is about the Trailblazer cars. 10th, 11th, and 15th. They have 3 cars in the top 15, but Finn Guy trying to get in the top 15. He's also one of the faster men out here. Pretty easily, in fact. Oh, Monaco runs wide. Fitzwater's going to take advantage of Roush because he ran wide and he's going to close on Monaco. As we head back up to the front, we haven't focused on the front at all, as it's Lorenzo Log. Brock has been slow lately, apparently. Yeah, he really is. He ran... Oh, he must have ran wide. And John Arndt now. If John Arndt can get to the lead, I believe this will be his first career laps led. It won't be for Lorenzo Log. Lorenzo Log has experience in the lead. But Arndt does it. He sponsored Reddit all the way. We'll see if that Reddit number 37 can get him to the lead. Looks like he'll slip behind. But Arndt is putting on the pressure. After the bad luck he had in Season 1, if he were to get a win here today, his confidence would just rise. But Epic Motorsports are showing their colors here, as well as the Toyotas are performing. surprisingly well. Oh, Gerard Aron looking to try to get into 9th and maybe 8th if he can get to DeMax. Oh, Vincent bumps DeMax. There was definitely contact. That may have been a little too aggressive, but it's not enough to call anything, but DeMax can't be happy about the contact. Not at all. You don't make contact and expect someone to be happy with it. And DeMax in that Chevy Power, along with Vincent with his Chevy Power. It's Chevy versus Chevy, and then Honda versus Honda behind him. There goes Benoit Ravine. Where is Angel? Angel's been dropping like a stone. He's down to 17th and is fighting for 18th, or fighting for 17th, I believe. No, I believe he's dropped further than that. 18th, yep. He was fighting for 17th, I was right. But the two Trailblazer cars still in that close to both having to be in the top 10. What about John Arndt? Has John Arndt gotten close enough? No. There's Konstantin putting both of, or two of the Epic Motorsports cars up here, top 4. And Johan Arndt, John Arndt's, I believe, younger relative, just made the move on Brock as well. He's looking fast. Fastest man on the track, though, Kyle Collins at a 49.7. That's fast. And Benoit now, he's sick of waiting. He's trying to make the move on Eugene DeMax. Doesn't work now, but any mistake out of Eugene DeMax is going to cause Benoit to go right around him. There it is. That's the mistake. And that's going to maybe lead Gerard Aron around him as well. That puts two Trailblazer cars right in the top 10. No. It seems someone ahead may have pit because they were both in the top 10 already. They're now 8th and 9th. We are missing someone. Collins. What happened to Kyle Collins? Collins has lots of damage. What happened to Kyle Collins? No, there was an incident as Johan Arndt would be battling with Kyle Collins, get clipped by Cordell Paulson, and would go right into the fence. Surprisingly, that car would be able to keep going. Collins did, and he would rejoin the race. As Gerard Aron has made the move on his teammate once again, Benoit Ravine. As this is lap 17 out of 40. And now he may be going for another position in the Trailblazer car. This is absolutely inspiring to see for some of these young guns out here, some of the worst drivers out here really losing their confidence. And these Trailblazer cars are showing that you don't need to be rank A to be in a top 10 car. And Gerard Aron is showing it today. Benoit Ravine is showing it today. They're 8th and 9th in the field. That is an incredible feat that they need to be proud of. Oh, but Monaco. It may not be over for Benoit's torture, but we see Fitzwater maybe giving a little bit of a push to Benoit. Maybe going to try to help him. The Honda and the Dodge maybe starting to work together, but Monaco still got around him. Benoit's still in the top 10. Gerard, though, is catching Vincent. The Lime Rock Park winner last season, who was 2nd and 3rd and 4th, was always near the front the whole race last season, is being pressured really hard by Gerard Aron. We have never seen, not once in his career have we seen Gerard Aron this determined to get a spot. He is just so fired up today. Now Benoit's having trouble with Fitzwater. He can't seem to get momentum, which this is what happened to Angel. Angel lost his momentum. He fell to the back. And Tauger just fell because he's an idiot and he pushed someone. But he's still 22nd. Still pretty inspiring performance, but Red Stallion, the Constructors' points leaders, are having a really sad day. What about Aiden Shepard? Where's Aiden Shepard? 18th. And then their last member, they have Aiden Shepard, Smith, and then they have Duncan, who's 24th. So all their members are out of the top 15. That's not going to be good. Now Finn Guy trying to work on Benoit. But that's going to be hard on that line. With the line he was taking, he was not going to overtake him that easy. Gerard Aron, though, really putting the pressure onto him. Constantin lost the spot to Brock. Brock lost the spot to Johan Arndt. Both Arndts are in the top 5. And there's your gap. Lorenzo Log back in the lead. He knows this feeling. He knows the feeling of being out front at Lime Rock Park, and he knows how it got ripped from his fingertips last season, right on the last lap. He's hoping it doesn't happen again. As it seems that Tauger, he does not seem to be done. Tauger is still fighting for position. He's fighting with Tommy Turbo for that 21st position. So if he's able to crack the top 20, which is right there, surprisingly, Tauger didn't lose as much time as we thought he did, as he's close to his teammate Sean Angel. So all Trailblazer cars might get a top 20 spot. That would be beautiful for them. But Vincent has got to be feeling it right now. He has got to be feeling that Sonic number 99 car breathing down his neck. Gerard is right there. Still. He has not let the pressure off. Not once. He's running as perfect lines as he can. Oh, I think Finguy put it too deep in the corner for that because he lost more momentum. And that gave Benoit more momentum out of the corner, which gave him a better run down the straightaway. Benoit still holding off Finguy. It seems he's starting to get his momentum back. Maybe the pit stops will change his momentum. But all the top 8 can see the leader. Everyone behind Lorenz to the top 8 can see him in the front straightaway. So even though the time sheets seem like it's far, it's not too far. And Gerard is, oh my, he's putting on the pressure. Last time around, they were really close. And Gerard is trying to push his way down the inside. I cannot believe the performance he's putting up today. The Honda of Gerard Aron is impressing me in every way possible. Benoit is as well. These two are the two on the team who are better at road courses, and there go a lot of people in the pits. Here we go. Will John Arndt get out ahead of his relative? I don't know how they're related exactly. I do not think they are brothers. I do not think so. As John Arndt was the first one in the pits, here is Benoit as well in that 7th pit stall. Oh, contact! Arndt! That is horrible for John Arndt. Oh, that is horrible luck, and his team owner was the one who caused it. Roush! What was that? As now we're going to be seeing Lorenzo Log. There he is. There's Gerard Aron. Will pitting later work out better? There's Tauger out of the pits, lets his teammate by. That's how you let a teammate by. If Aron wants to take 2 tires now, he could jump Lorenzo Log. Or will he go with the safe 4? He will go with the safe 4. Ooh! Contact between Morandi and a Log out of the pits. And Gerard's going to jump Vincent on the cycle. That's what he likes to see. There's John Arndt. And there's Brock. They jumped Brock as well. But John Arndt, he's got to be devastated. His own team owner trapped him in a pit stall. Oh, I don't think there's going to be a steward call on that, but I think there's going to be a definite talk back in the pits between those two. The order, as it seems, Johan Arndt takes John's place in that second position, and we'll see how fast he's able to run. This would be amazing for the rookie. Where did Gerard Arndt end up? 6th. Wow! Gerard ends up 6th. Benoit ends up 12th, but that's still really good for him. Angel improves to 15th, and he's fighting for 14th. That pit cycle gave a lot of momentum to Sean Angel. It looks like he's got his momentum back. Oh, but I don't see Tauger. Seemed that Tauger had more damage repairs to do in the pits, and that caused all that. With a few lap cars, including Paul Jacks and all those people. Talking about this, you may notice there's only 36 cars in the race. 4 people did not qualify for the race. That would be, if I can get it off my memory, Laughter Stucco did not qualify. Rob Mooney, Darren Weber, and Ryan Monaco. Sadly, the vet did not qualify. He was a little squirrely in qualifying and a little slow. And even with some of the cars having bad qualifying, and Max Anderson blows the engine. He grenades it. Oh, that's going to give another spot to Tauger, but that put a lot of smoke in his engine. We're going to have to watch him to see if he blows the engine. No, Johan Arndt, the rookie, is gaining on Lorenzo Log. That would be kind of sad for John Arndt to see that his relative got a win before he did, and he's been around longer. But he'd still be happy, and everyone will be happy for the rookie, Johan Arndt. But Gerardo, I cannot believe the performance he's putting in today. 6th place is going to give a lot of points for Trailblazer. They're last in Constructors right now, so they needed this. In every way possible, they needed this. And they're getting it. Gerard 6th. We'll see, did he improve? No, Benoit's still 12th, but he's gaining on Eric Monaco. Overall, right now, I believe the points leader is going to be reigning champion, Konstantin. If we end right now, as we stand, Konstantin 100% is the points leader. A 2nd and a 3rd. The champion is pulling out all the stops, but oh my, Arndt is so much faster. Torres is fast, really fast, as a lap car. Battle between Vincent and Fitzwater on track. Adam Vincent really not showing the speed he was showing last season in the Team Flame car. But he's showing some speed at least. Makes the move for 7th place. And now Brock's going to go for 8th. Fitzwater's starting to lose momentum. Once you lose momentum here, it's hard to get back. Some people can get it back pretty easily. Some people takes a long time to get that momentum back. Like Angel lost all that forward momentum a while ago. Dropped all the way to 17th. After the pit stop, he got his momentum back. Pit stops are usually where people can gain momentum. And that's what's happening with Sean Angel. He's up to 14th. And Benoit jumps. Monaco, he's now in 11th. There's a battle. Brock is losing time. He lost a position. Ran wide in the corner. Guy being caught. There's a lot of momentum out of Benoit right now. Benoit on track is the 12th fastest, which isn't bad for a Trailblazer car, but his teammate Gerard Aron is 5th fastest. That's incredible. 50.1 is his best lap. Out of a Trailblazer car, I don't care if he's a Honda who's really good at road courses. On a rank C team, 5th fastest is incredible. And I bet that Trailblazer garage is so happy. But Lorenz may get another win at Lime Rock Park ripped out of his fingertips. The history Lorenz has here is devastating in his mind, and now he sees that 05 car approaching in the rear view mirror. He's got to be nervous. Tauger starting to gain time again. Good job. Good job. Angel to 13th. Collins back in the pits. We're maybe going to see a pit stop. We may see a full-fledged pit stop, which would mean no worries out of Lorenz because the others would pit with him. But after what happened with him and Morandi, he may have some damage repairs. And maybe the damage out of pit road that's causing Johan to catch. Oh, Benoit just cracked the top 10 and he loses it. Oh, Arndt runs it wide. He's losing time. If Gerard Aron can get a top 5 for Trailblazer, that would be an incredible story. Benoit Vervine back out of the top 10, but still barely out of it. His teammate Angel has been catching and catching and catching. He's now near the back of Max. On constructors wise, I do think that Epic Motorsports has this as well. Even though Torres is top 25th and Rowe is 18th. With a 3rd and a 4th, that's still incredible. But Clever Haas is 1-2 right now. When was the last time we saw a 1-2 hold? Oh, it's been a while. Has it been done? I'm not sure if a 1-2 has been done. Correct me if I'm wrong, or I'll correct myself in the video, but I'm not sure about that. But right now, they are in a 1-2 position, then 3 and 4 to Caldwell and Constant for Epic Motorsports, and 5th is a battle between Team Flame and Trailblazer. They really, really underperformed at Todd Ring. They are last at constructors, even behind HHR and Spark Auto Racing, the ranked D teams. But right now, they are making that up in spades. Then while trying to come home with the top 10, Angel gets around to Max. That's 13th. Oh, I fear that Lorenz may have something dawning on him. Hopefully we don't hear about any fuel problems out of that 14 Brigade, because to have him get robbed 2 seasons in a row at the same track would devastate him. He already has a win to his name. That was at Paris last season, where he edged out Philip Scott, who is not here anymore. And now Lawrence Vlog out front here. We have 5 laps to go, and the gap is 1.6 seconds between him and Johan Arndt. Konstantin 4 seconds back in 3rd, Caldwell 6 seconds back in 4th, and the battle is still here between Gerard Aron and John Arndt. Battle between teammates. Oh! Contact! That's not something you see out of Brock. Brock's usually more of a calm person toward his teammates. But when he gets aggressive towards his own teammates, you know he's getting aggressive. You know he's getting desperate for spots when he's aggressive toward his teammates. Which you don't want to be aggressive to your teammates, because then you'll end up like Pericles and Dodd, or you'll end up like Roush and Arndt. Those situations did not go well, and they won't go well in the pits after the race. But Benoit, really fast. He's barreling down. Only a few laps to go, though. And Lorenzo Log is gaining on Johan Arndt. Arndt may have to wait out for his race win, his rookie win, for another day, because Lorenzo Log is starting to put a gap. But he's got Paul Jackson and Shrek Tauger up ahead. Will Torres make his teammates' life easy? Oh no, he won't! There was almost a tap there. If not, there was a tap. But Torres off the track. And that basically gives Smith that spot. There's Torres now with his other teammate, Vance Caldwell. He is not being friendly toward his teammates. He's trying to get up to Smith, but he can't, because he's got those blue flags. Not letting him by. Arndt having trouble with Duncan. Duncan goes wide. He'll lose a lot of time, and Oran will start the gain again. 3 laps to go. I believe, no, 2 laps to go, and we will end it. Benoit made the move on Vincent. 2 Trailblazer cars in the top 10. Would be a huge story. Angel has lost his momentum again. That's Angel. 2 laps to go, and the gap is even bigger as Lorenzo Log. This is it. If he does it again, oh, that'll be devastating to his career. Lorenzo Log came here last season. Yep, white flag is out. Lorenzo Log. This is a deja vu day for him. Last season, he came out here and he dominated like he did today, but had to give it up on the last lap due to fuel issues to Adam Vincent, and Adam Vincent would go on to win the race. Lorenzo Log, because of the fuel issue, would end up 16th after dominating the entire race front to finish. But after so long of waiting for this day to come back, for this one special day, it has finally come back to him. He's finally gotten his chance, and he's going to pull it off. Lorenzo Log is going to take his 2nd career win, and he will win at Lime Rock Park, getting revenge for what happened last season. Johan Arndt will come across 2nd. Constantine will get the points lead, taking 3rd. Caldwell will take 4th. John Arndt will take 5th. Trailblazer Joel Vaughn will take 6th. Zachary Fitzwater will take 7th. Jeffrey Finguy will take 8th. Nice performance out of Finguy. Brock will take 9th. And Benoit Rivera, another Trailblazer car, will round out the top 10. Last season's winner here, Adam Vincent, ends up 11th. Still a good performance out of that 41 car. And Angel ends up 14th, which is still a good performance for the Trailblazer Brigade. The last member of Trailblazer ended up getting 23rd. Let's go look at your final finishing results. So it's Lorenzo Log taking his 2nd career win to his name, as some people are getting ready to pull him in the pits here. Lorenzo Log takes his 2nd career win to his name. Johan Arndt will take 2nd place. That is the best an Arndt has ever done. John Arndt gets 5th, his best career finish. A top 5. Good job out of John Arndt. Constantine takes 3rd and the points lead. Caldwell will take 4th. Arndt, like I said, takes 5th. Gerard Aron almost gets a top 5 for Trailblazer, but 6th is still very admirable. Fitzwater ends up 7th. Finn got 8th, Brock 9th, Benoit 10th. Vincent, Monaco to Max Angel in the pack at the end. No real moves were made. Angel and Max kept making moves on each other, but Max came out with it. Roush ends up 15th after starting in 2nd. That's gotta be sad. Rowe, 16th, Hercules 17th, Shepard 18th, Karenko 19th, and the old points leader Roman Rahal and Todd Ringwinner ends 20th. Notable names down here out of the top 30. Dodd, Young, Anderson, Bowers, Smith, Thomas, all of them down there actually are really big surprises. Paul Jackson barely makes it in. The highest rank D we can see is, I believe, Trainer in 21st. So good job out of Josh Trainer, leader of Spark Auto Racing. Next time, as actually they have not officialized what the third race would be, even though usually they have the schedule down before the start of the season with the Michigan repave. They really are in a time crunch. They have not figured out what replaces Michigan. Michigan will be later in the season, round 12, I believe. Michigan, definitely exciting. They have lots of hopes for that repave. But next time, we don't know exactly where we're going. But when we get there, we hope it's exciting. We'll see you next time. Ciao.